Guinness Limited would be drank in 150 countries, with over 10 million glasses of Guinness Stout being poured each and every day. Before the Guinness Book of Records was created in 1955, initially in an effort to first solve which game bird flew the fastest.
2, 1, go. Go!
Yes.
Go, Pete!
Come on.
Before Joey and Chandler's apartment would offer free promotion for the famous Irish Stout brand with a poster on their wall. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I actually have one of these on my wall in the office here. Here in my office, just bought this new MacBook Pro. It's pretty fun to edit the videos we make for YouTube. But know what I like more than YouTube? Is Guinness! Before all of Ireland would celebrate 250 years of Guinness in 2009, a day that would be known as Arthur's Day. Like the Irish really needed another St. Patrick's Day on the calendar, you know what I mean? Now Guinness was founded in Dublin in 1759. It was first brewed by Arthur Guinness, a brewmaster, who dabbled originally with ales until he caught wind of a popular new British beer being imported to Ireland known as Stout. Arthur decided to brew his own in a disused Dublin brewery, which leased for 9,000 years at the rate of $60 a year. Yeah, this was the first of many brilliant business and marketing moves that Arthur and his kin would carry out into the 20th century. Guinness is notorious for their one-of-a-kind marketing, initially with bold slogans like "Guinness is good for you," which worked so well pregnant Irish women would drink a glass a day. Guinness now denies these claims, but there is true evidence that it is good for your heart, and the blonde lady in a black dress only packs 198 calories. I really need to drink more of that, or maybe just less in general.
Street! Now come on now, Father, I know you can do it. There'll be a little drink in it for you if you do it. Drink?
What's going on, guys? My name's Michael McCrudden, documenting the good old Irish story of Arthur Guinness and the Guinness Corporation, here for you on Before They're Famous. In the past, we've covered McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Google. Be sure to check out those videos on corporations, but in the meantime, let us know who or what you want us to document next.
My goodness!
Arthur Guinness was born on September 28, 1725 near Kelbridge, County Kildare. That would make him a Libra. His father, Richard Guinness, was a land steward to a doctor who was big with the church and had a lot of money. Back in the day, the church, they had all the cash. Part of his father's duties was to supervise the brewing of beer for the staff, and this is where young Arthur first learned the art of brewing. Good old Irish, they were getting beer even back then. Well, makes sense.
Everybody thinks I'm here to shoot a funny remote segment, but actually, I'm just here for free Guinness.
Arthur then ran a small brewery in the town of Leakslip before he set off for the capital of Dublin in 1759. There he signed the now infamous lease of 45 British pounds per year for the St. James Gate Brewery, which at the time was in a pretty beat up shape. The original medieval gate of St. James was where those who entered Dublin from the south and the west would have to pass through to pay a toll at the time, and was considered then the outskirts of town, which I suppose is why he got such an incredible deal. One would assume that whatever ancestors own that land today feel pretty silly cashing that 45-pound check, like each year. Hopefully they get a bit of Guinness to help them with their hardship.
Drink! Drink! Drink!
Arthur started out brewing ale, but by the 1770s, porter was all the rage and was being exported from London to Dublin. He quickly found success with his recipe and his practice, and within a decade or so, Guinness was being imported to London, which wasn't the way things typically went then and or now. So Arthur must have been a pretty proud guy. Things were progressing so quickly, Arthur abandoned brewing of his ales to focus strictly on his popular porter. The company, still known today for the brilliance in advertising, started early in 1794 with their first ad printed in London's The Gentleman's Magazine with the caption "Health, Peace, and Prosperity." Expansions into foreign markets was spearheaded under the guidance of Arthur's three sons who succeeded him in the family business, and later by a grandson. A Guinness-born descendant stayed as the chairman of the company until 1986. By 1833, the Guinness Brewery was the largest in Ireland, and the company, Arthur Guinness & Sons, was floated on the London Stock Exchange. The Guinness brand was pushed into markets as far afield as America, Australia, the Far East, and Africa. In 1823, Guinness produced 30,000 barrels of stout. This had increased to 1 million barrels by 1882. From the end of the 1920s onwards, Guinness, well, they moved into advertising.
Advertising is based on one thing: happiness. It's a billboard on the side of the road that screams with reassurance that whatever you're doing, it's okay.
Their ad men came up with the slogan, "Guinness is good for you," which stayed as the company's tagline for the next 40 years. Why? Well, it worked wonders. Through much of the 20th century, doctors, they believed Guinness had medical properties, and they would even give it to 1950s mothers who were in the hospital after giving birth because of its high iron content. Oh yeah, them Irish. No wonder they're getting such a bad rep. You know what I mean? Other successful campaigns included Guinness for Strength, A Lovely Day for Guinness, and my personal fave, My Goodness, My Guinness, which worked well, and they rolled out their first commercial, well, using that tagline. This was in 1955.
My goodness!
Another stroke of brilliance which happened almost by accident was when a man, big up in the company, got into an argument over which bird was the fastest game in Europe. To get a conclusive answer, the man by the name of Sir Hugh Beaver, well, he decided to publish a book that could end such disputes. In 1954, Guinness gave away 1,000 copies of their Book of Records for free, just as a marketing ploy. But today, the Guinness Book of World Records holds its own record as the best-selling copyrighted book series of all time. Also, they have done wonders for my pal Furious Pete, who's before they were famous, I've done on this channel in the past.
Meanwhile, I had gone into university studying engineering at McMaster University.
Dude! I went to McMaster University.
Dude, I always saw you at the bar. Fucking over at the bar. Yeah, that was you. Yeah.
With the Irish dancing.
Yeah, Irish dancing, yeah.
One other remarkable invention in Guinness history was their success with cans. They invented the award-winning widget, first launched in 1989, which allowed them to replicate the taste of draft Guinness in a can. I got no idea how that works.
You're taunting me with an empty glass of Guinness. Are you noticing that? We've been speaking for over an hour and a half, and you're going like this to me. I'm waiting for you.
As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCrudden. We do all sorts of celebrity bios on here, and now we've done a few corporations. We've also done a few characters out of fiction. This channel's going a lot of places. I myself am of Irish heritage, so this one was a lot of fun to write, and I've been to Dublin a few times, so it's near and dear to my heart. Let me know what your favorite beer is in the comments down below. Maybe we'll do a Before They're Famous on that corporation. And I think that's it. Alright, I'll see you guys in another video.
Okay, and then you sit underneath the foam? Yes. Tilt the glass and get that liquid going. It feels like it'll go down though. You can put the finger, thank you.